Guys, Bitcoin did it. It finally broke out of that ascending triangle. I've been waiting for this for weeks. I am on the way to Mornington Peninsula, and I just wanted to do this update because Asia broke out of the range. And so I'm like, let's just do a BitBoy crypto style car video and talk about it, because this is one thing I have to tell you, like, as a content creator, sometimes you put out TA that it just gives you that little bit of anxiety that, you know, what if it doesn't happen? But I really felt in my gut, I felt sure about this, because it just didn't make sense to me for price to hold in the range for so long just to give us the pullback. You know, like, everybody said a pullback is due. People were noticing RSI divergences and saying, like, we have to come down. And to me, it was like, I said this on one of my updates, I said it doesn't make sense to me why they would hold price in a range for so long and give us so many opportunities to go short if they really were going to pull back here. So I'm glad I stuck to my guns on that one, and we finally got that breakout. So the one thing about Asia making a move is you have to be really careful, because if Asia doesn't run a typical session, the whole day won't be a typical session. So the fact that we made the move in Asia, we now have to be really careful today and see what, you know, but yeah, now we have to wait and see what UK and US does, make sure that they hold this. But it's a really good sign, and it goes to show you, now you've seen in real life what a market reset looks like. You know, I told you on my last update on this channel, I explained what a market reset looks like, and based on that we should break out to the upside. Of course, you know, in that range we needed to have a plan if it went the other way as well, but you know, we got what we wanted, which is great. And even I did a update on Banter last night, and I said I really think the breakout's going to come soon. Same thing, have a plan for the other way, but to me it really felt like we should break out to the upside, and we did. So I'm so happy for it. This is great news. Now we just need to make sure that we prove the move and we continue and maintain the trend to the upside. But one thing is, like, you know, I just want to caution you that if you have a look at the price action, when we push to the upside, it's happening with a lot of volatility. So if you're watching it on the 15-minute time frame, you'll get a big green vector candle, and then immediately it comes back with a big wick, and then eventually that gets refilled. This is the behavior that I'm telling you that happens in a bull market, where we're used to having a look at liquidations happening with pullbacks, right, in whatever way the trend is. So we're used to, let's just say we have a trend to the upside, there'll be a sharp move down to liquidate people, and vice versa the other
100
way.
km/h speed camera ahead.
But that's going to change in a bull market. The spikes will take speed to the upside. Why? Because of the mentality of people that don't want to believe it, or there's another fear where they could be in a really good trade to the upside, and they don't want to lose any of those profits, so they're always looking to open a short the other way to catch it back down. And you know, that it ends up eating into your long profits if you're just constantly opening shorts even though you've got a long position going. You know, that doesn't really help you when you look at the overall profit and loss. Yeah, so I would be really careful about opening short positions when the trend is so strong. You know, if you have the mentality, if you catch yourself saying, you know, I'm just going to open a short just in case, then that is something that I would be very aware of. Catch yourself saying that, because that's not a trading strategy, right? Opening a position just in case is not a trading strategy. So don't do that, because that's what those fast volatile wicks are doing. They're stopping out anyone who's shorting in this current trend. At the end of the day, if the trend is going to pull back at any point in time, you're going to have that initial spike, then price will repeat the level and it will fail to break above it. That's your time to then go short, but before that, it's a no in my opinion. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. As I said, I'm on the way to Mornington Peninsula. I'm spending the night there. This is, you know, a short little update while I'm driving, but it's looking good. We want to see this move be proven now. even last night someone said to me, Annie, what's the best trade for the moment? And I said the best trade is Bitcoin, because money just shifts, you know, like attention shifts from altcoins to Bitcoin, to Bitcoin to altcoin. That's all that happens. And Bitcoin has been holding a range for quite a period of time now, whilst the alts have had their turn, that now it will slow down and Bitcoin will make its next move. And then it just kind of rotates. It goes really Bitcoin into ETH to alts next. So, you know, yeah, now that Bitcoin's broken out, we look for ETH to do it next. We look for some altcoins to do it next. You know, but you have to wait for Bitcoin to run out of steam, and then you shift your focus to altcoins. But yeah, let's just see today if UK and US kind of hold this breakout, then we're good.
Take the exit.
But I have to say, it was a bit of a scary...
In 1.4 kilometres, turn left onto 𝗟𝗃 Road.
But I have to say, it was a bit of a scary morning, actually. I was watching the dead gap zone price action, and we had this initial first move up to the 36K. There were really strong short orders that were still waiting there. And then we had this big red candle that came and bought it back. And I did an update in the Discord saying I'm going to take partial profits here. And I noticed
900 metres, turn left onto 𝗟𝗃 Road.
And I noticed a fair few people freaking out at that candle, thinking that it was the reversal. And, you know, and that's where I noticed a few comments saying I'm just going to open a short just in case. But we held the 50 EMA with that red candle. So you really, you shouldn't just be shorting off one candle alone. You should be waiting for the follow through after. If you had waited for that, you would have seen that we almost immediately, within a few candles later, we recovered that red candle. And plus it was dead gap zone price action. So you can never trust that price action. It's the worst
turn left onto 𝗟𝗃 Road.
It's the worst time of day to trade. So then after that, you know, obviously Asia opened and Asia continued the move to the upside. So
in 7.5 kilometres, turn right.
So yeah, what a great morning. What an amazing morning. I cannot stand the dead gap zone. Like, one thing I love about the fact that I left Australia is that I'm asleep during the dead gap zone. It just freaks you out. It's way too volatile. You know, the market is technically open. Market maker sessions haven't actually started, and so it tends to be lower volume and easier for whales to manipulate price just in that 3-hour period. So always be careful of that price action that happens in the dead gap zone, and it's really not ideal to make trading decisions based off it. Always wait for Asia to open, set up the initial high and low of the day, and then you make your trading decisions from there. But we got through it anyway. It was a little bit of a scare in dead gap zone, and then we broke through. So yeah, amazing day for crypto. Just wanted to do this quick update. I'm going to finish this video off by showing you where I'm hanging out for the day. You know, ever since I left Australia and I've now come back for a holiday, I'm realizing how beautiful Australia is. When I initially left, I was so over it. I'm like, I never want to be here again. And now, the greenery, the nature, so many things to do. So I'm going to finish this off by showing you where I'm hanging out for the day. Be sure to hit that like button, hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and make sure, if you haven't already taken some profit, take something off the table for your short-term trades. Move your stop losses if you can, and just ride the wave, baby. See you on the next one. Guys, I just got to my room and I realized that I forgot to tell you that tonight on the Crypto Banter channel, I have a really important video dropping. I need you guys to watch it. It's really going to help you in the bull market. It's going to show you how I was able to gain more crypto in the last bull market without actually physically buying it. It's a super low leverage strategy. It's easy and it's a long-term thing. And I really, really want you to check it out, because I didn't get onto this strategy until fairly late in the last bull market. Not late, probably halfway through. And now this time I'm getting onto it, like, you know, from now. And I think if you guys do the same, then you're really going to have the chance to gain so much more cryptocurrency than what you would have to physically go and buy if you're trying to build portfolios. So yeah, be sure to check that out. It's going to be on Crypto Banter tonight. You'll see the notification if you're subscribed there. And also, once you do check it out, please leave me a comment on that video, and obviously do that to this video as well. But yeah, I really want your feedback on this type of thing, because I want to know if you want me to film more content like that, or you just prefer the market updates. So yeah, very important video tonight. Please, would love for you guys to watch it. I think you're going to get a lot of value out of it. See you guys soon.